They've walked the hallways of Washington County schools for decades. St. George Police Department school resource officers continue to play an integral role in the school district.
Here in St. George, we have 12 SROs and a supervisor for the schools that are in St. George. There's about 21 SROs countywide. And the agreement with the school district is that they have buy-in. They want their schools to be safe. They're amazing community partners.
The SRO position is a shared cost between the school district and the city police department.
You cannot put a price on the value, the security they bring to a building when you'll have a report of gunshots in the neighborhood. They'll lock down the building and our resource officers will come immediately. Officers from the community will come immediately.
And in the case of an emergency or threat, the SROs are always first on site.
People talk about security cameras in school. Those are great for catching the people that have already done something bad at a school. Security doors are great for slowing things down and providing time for first responders to arrive, but they're not foolproof. The number one thing we can do is have an officer on site immediately. And by doing that, we're providing for the safety, security of those that may be threatened, those that may be injured, of people that need help. And these guys are awesome. We love our school resource officers.
SROs also play an important role in showing they are there to help, not just to enforce the laws.
And then being able to mentor and lead and build relationships with kids so that when they do have a moment that we all have had in our lives, that in that moment they can be held accountable and still feel respected and loved and be able to progress further, obviously, and be successful.
But the partnership is even more valuable when it comes to mentorship, education, and trust.
And it's interesting, it started out with just our high schools, and then we expanded it to the middle schools. And now we've expanded it to our high schools, middle schools, and intermediate schools because it is so successful. It is so valuable to have them on site where they can interact with the children in a positive way.
They come over, they're waving to parents, welcoming kids to school. I love it. It's got to be positive. They come at recess, they walk with the kids, they play foursquare, basketball. That's why we need them in elementary schools, is to build the positive interaction with them.
And when it comes to shaping our youth's futures, the SRO is one position that many police officers wait in line for.
They do get in line and they wait for positions to come available because our resource officers, when they become a part of that school, it becomes their family. And they don't want to leave.
They'll bring in their drug dogs. They'll bring in other things that help the students learn about the opportunities in policing, in being a first responder. And it really is an important part of building that bridge with the community.
And I've had SROs just every year that will tell me stories about people that they've run into that now have their own families and who come up to them and recognize them as being their SRO and thank them for the relationship that they had and thank them for being a part of their lives.
If SROs do move to another school, Lieutenant Fuller said they are still accepted with open arms.
That it doesn't matter if they move to another school, it doesn't matter if a brand new officer comes in, these kids immediately rally around these officers because they know what they bring. These are the best of the best, hands down. Their number one goal is to keep our community's children safe. And they will do it, no questions asked, no matter what the circumstances are.
So the next time you see a police car in the parking lot of a school, know that these officers are there to serve and protect. In St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.